Many of you are probably eager to receive those tax refunds, and if you're trying to figure out what to do with it, no worries. Mindy McIntosh from McIntosh & Associates is here to explain how you can use your tax refund to buy more than just things. We all need reminding on that. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So look, when we talk about what we can spend that chunk of change on, what are some things that we should do with it?
Well, first of all, we don't just want to take that refund and spend it on anything that that quickly comes to mind. So we don't want to do any instant gratification. But what we plan with our clients is the very first, one of the most important things is to just try to help them pay off some debt if you have it. So our number one issue or that we target at for clients, first of all, is that credit card debt. So whether it's $200 that you have to spend towards it or $1,000 you have to spend towards it, average credit card debt percentage-wise as interest is about 15%. So 1 year from now, $1,000 worth of debt is now $1,150. 5 years from now, it's over $2,000. So we want to try to get momentum and get that debt paid off.
It feels like such a burden sometimes while you're doing it, but you really will be happy with yourself later.
Yeah, you'll be so happy. You'll give yourself a good pat on the back, and it gives you momentum, we see with our clients, to continue to get out of debt then once they kind of feel good about that.
What about emergency savings?
Our clients, we want to try to see if you can have at least 3 to 6 months of an emergency fund. So if you have $500 now, great, it's a good start, but that refund would be a great way for us to sit down with you and really look, if you didn't work for the next 3 to 6 months, what would all your expenses add up to be that we could make sure that that emergency fund could help cover that. So even if you did $20 a month out of a paycheck after a portion of the refund, you're more apt to not spend that because you don't see it. It's just going into that emergency fund and it's there when you need it.
That's a great idea. And of course, traveling, everybody, you get that money and you really want to be able to travel and maybe do some things with your family.
The experience. So if you've done a good job all year and you're kind of being diligent and you're doing budgeting that we like to plan for, now that tax return comes, do something with the family. Take a vacation. So make sure that it's meaningful and it's a well-purpose for you. Or, some women like to do cooking classes. And if they do that, we've actually seen where it's then saved more money because they're not eating out as much. They might be cooking at home more. So just kind of an experience that kind of makes you feel good about it.
All right, and there's so many other things you can do. I know you guys talked about donating as well.
Yeah, donating, or a big thing our clients do is if they don't want to do something, let's say, for themselves, even ourselves personally, we see a lot of people that are wanting to give to their kids, planning for college, or have grandparents help put money away to that. We're doing a lot of things with children that can use what's called Index Universal Life. So if they're not just wanting the tax options for college within a 529, they can use Index Universal Life to have tax-free growth. Maybe it's for college, maybe it's for that child to take over later for retirement or even life insurance. So a lot of that giving back can really build momentum, and even doing family events. We like to give back to different charities or have the kids kind of be involved with donating even toys and stuffed animals, and it makes it kind of a family event to be able to give.
All right, and before we wrap up, do you have like a general rule of thumb that can help everyone when they get that refund?
I think everyone, if through the year, so if they can think of it this year, try to budget through the year, so that way when you have that tax refund back, you know exactly what you're doing. So if you sit down with us, we're going to first of all say, let's look at a little bit of debt. Okay, great, that's done. Let's look at emergency funds. Now we can move on into savings and just kind of make that right pace.
All right, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.